Hello there. Eddie Mercado here with BloodyElbow.com, and I'm about to speak with the 10 and 5 Honey Bear, Jake Heun, as he is headed to Madison Square Garden Theater on New Year's Eve for World Series of Fighting 34 to take on Smealinho Rama. So Jake's training out at Tiger Muay Thai over in Thailand, and we're going to give him a call and find out what he's been up to as of late and his thoughts on fighting in New York City. Mr. Jake Heun, what's up, brother? How are you?
Fly back to New York. I'm going to fight. Me and my best friend are going down to Cartagena, Colombia for like a week just to have a little bit of fun. And then I'm bringing my ass right back over here to back to training.
Okay, awesome. I got to come visit you out there, man. You always seem like you're having the best of times, for sure. Now, it's been a while since we talked last, and last time we spoke, you said you were thinking about heading to Burma for some bare-knuckle fights. Did that ever play out?
It never ended up and worked out. Actually, one of my teammates at Tiger, because they couldn't get me to do it, they just said I was too big. So one of my teammates from Tiger, though, Dave Leduc, this dude is totally worth looking up and like doing a write up for Bloody Elbow and shit on. He went up there, beat like because Midway is like that's their sport up there. Like they'll have 40 million people watching it. He goes up there and beats the guy twice. Then he's like the adopted prince of Burma now. I think it's called Myanmar now. I'm not sure if we're being super insensitive.
You were able to take a fight outside of the World Series. You had one in Alaska, and ended it with a second round Kimura, which was badass, by the way, how you caught it off of a takedown. Like, he took you down, and you caught it in transition, which was, I thought was beautiful. But was the World Series cool with that, with you taking a fight outside of the promotion?
Yeah, they were cool. You know, I mean, they understood the predicament I was in, man. I mean, I hadn't fought since Vinny back in. I mean, God, I don't know if that was March or April. What that was now?
Yeah, that was April.
You know, we did. It was April, and you know, we were supposed to fight about 4 different times, and you know, things just kept on happening. Cards got canceled, and this, that, and the other thing. So they let me do it. You know, it was more for me just to get back into the cage and you know have a fight before I come out and I got to fight Rama here. You know, I wouldn't want to take 9 months off and then have to fight this dude because he's kind of tough. This guy,
a little bit. Yeah, and he thumps, man. He's a
last guy. I would not do it again. Fighting in your hometown is kind of a pain in the ass, but you know, it paid for my plane ticket to Thailand, so screw
it. I hear you. Now, what prompted the move back up to heavyweight for you?
This fight's at light heavyweight. I don't know. All the news outlets have it at heavyweight. They have me fighting at heavyweight. We're fighting at 205. So.
Okay, because I know he has been fighting at heavyweight.
We're also we're on the NBC Sports card too. We're not on the internet stream. So
okay,
damn media people get their lives together.
Well, hey, we're getting it from the source, so now we know, right? Now, what are your thoughts on fighting in New York City? It's finally legal there. Kind of a big deal.
Tell you what, man, it is. There's two places I've always wanted to fight. I've always wanted to fight at Madison Square Garden and Saitama. So I'm gonna get to knock this one off, and then hopefully sometime in the near future I'll get to knock off Saitama. But I mean, man, you think about the fights that have gone down at the Garden, bro. Crazy, bro. I mean, Tyson, Ali, freaking Frazier, Foreman, Anderson Stone. And Raging Bull, all these guys that fought there. It's hollow ground when it comes to combat sports, and I'm excited to finally be a part of it. On the flip side, New York has made it a pain in the ass to get licensed to fight there.
Really?
They do not. I mean, I got it all done, but there was a lot of medicals that went into this. That I mean, even for Vegas and California and those places, it's man, I need an MRI inside of a year. I need to get all the extra blood tests. Like, come on, guys, relax.
Wow. And that's the athletic commission in New York?
That's the commission. That has nothing to do with World Series. That's the New York commission.
Right on, man. Well, it's on New Year's Eve, right? And the fights are starting kind of early. And you think you're going to get out to Times Square and watch the ball drop and all that madness?
Man, I was having this conversation with my mom the other day. I'm making no plans past the fight, just because of the way Rama fights and the way I fight. There's a very good chance that I could probably end up spending the evening in the hospital getting stitched up. So I'm going to go into it with that outlook. But, Honey Bear loves the party, so I'm sure I'll find something. I got some cobra skin shoes made up over here too that I'm not wearing. I'm not bringing over there for nothing, baby.
That's the coolest thing I've ever heard. I need to get me some cobra skin shoes. Does it have the cobra heads on them?
Just a skin. I'm hoping I can get them through customs, but it should be straight out.
I'll tell you what, you ship them to me, I might wear them once, but I'll bring them up to New York for you. Man, so what do you think of Rama, man? He is a thumper coming down from the heavyweight division. Always been kind of a smaller heavyweight. He's been shaving the pounds off, but man, he hits hard, man, and he's a big dude.
I think you use the right word. He's a thumper, man, and I really don't think there's going to be a real size difference between us, to tell you the truth. I think we both walk around right around 225. I think I'm probably a little leaner actually, but he moves really well. He's a southpaw. I think he's one of the rare southpaws in the heavier divisions that actually kind of understands how to be a southpaw, how to use it, which is good. But I'm undefeated against southpaws also, so that's fun for me. He made a move down to Jackson's, which so I'm looking to see some things that I haven't seen out of him before, some new tricks. That Jackson Wicklejohn camp, they come out, you guys doing some funky ass shit sometimes. But when it's not in your wheelhouse, it opens you up. It opens you up to catch some hands. I'm looking forward to the fight. I think World Series is making it the number one contender fight. They need to. Somehow they came out and ranked him as the number one contender at light heavyweight, coming off of a loss, coming down to 205. That made 0 sense to me. But cool, guys. We'll see what's up on New Year's Day, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, how's training going? You're obviously out at Tiger Muay Thai, and I see you training with Nordin Talib and, really getting it in out there.
That's one of the reasons I moved out here, man. The training is just on another level, I mean, you try to keep, that Thai pace of, pad work for 5 minutes and do rounds of that. If you can do that, your ass is in shape. You're not going to see the Jake show up. They showed up to a couple fights with a beer gut. I'm gonna be in shape for this one.
Okay.
The culture is great. The people are great, and man, Tiger really takes care of their guys too. They put us up. They feed us. They house us. It's a real good thing we got going. And like you said, I got guys like Nordin, and there's a bunch of dudes that you haven't really heard of, like glory level type kickboxers, guys who are fighting in Kowloon and stuff like that are just absolute monsters that I'm training with on the daily. And it's been a good move for me. I got no ill will with ATT. I'm sure eventually I'll show my face back around there, but for now, Thailand is a place for me.
Okay.
I can grow this mustache and be not the creepiest guy walking around.
I dig it, man. How do you spend so much time out there? Do you have a work visa or?
The way it works is you can get, as an American, you get a 30-day entry visa, and then you can go down to immigration, and they give you an extra 30 days. Coming back this next time, I'm gonna have to get, because I'm planning on being here for a year straight. So I'm gonna probably try and get an education visa and either learn Thai, or I think technically I can get an education visa learning Muay Thai that's what I'm learning, which would be pretty dope.
Yeah.
So I got to figure out, but do it is come and if my visa's coming up, I take a trip up to Vietnam, or I take a trip up to Myanmar, or I take a trip to Cambodia, or I run down to Bali for the weekend. You know, so it works out pretty well.
Okay. Now, after Rama, what would be next for you? How many fights remain on your World Series contract?
I got Rama, then I got one more. So I'm assuming it's gonna be Rama, then probably either I would think Honey Marks or Dave Branch. I'm hearing tale that Dave does not want to fight at 205 anymore though, because it's that's a lot to do. Not the biggest guy ever. So I think if I'm going to stick around, I mean, we'll see what happens. You know how it is on a contract fight. We're gonna go to the negotiating table, and I'll either fight out my contract or I'm trying to get paid though, bro. There's one thing. There's one. I may have a record at 10-5, but one thing that I feel like can never be said about me is Jake Heun was in a boring fight.
Yeah, for sure. I've never seen a Jake Heun boring fight.
I'm not going there and belly button fucking guys, And I think the sport needs to get back to where it used to be. Where guys were fighting to win. They weren't fighting to not lose. I can't tell you how many times I've seen fights that I thought were going to be great fights where dudes are just sitting there exchanging jabs for 15 minutes because they're both so afraid to lose and lose their contract. And it's rough, man. I'm gonna come out this fight and I'm gonna throw some heat and I'm gonna put on a show and we'll see what World Series wants to do. I have no problem staying with World Series. They've done well by me, but I'm trying to get paid and we'll see where that takes me.
Okay. Now, you got any sponsors or people you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, absolutely, man. I picked up a great sponsor. They just this small little company startup out of Austin, Texas, Dapper Monster Shirts. They hooked me up big time, and then as always, Alienware on it. I've got to thank my management, Sucker Punch Entertainment, Brian Butler. I really got one of the best guys in the game, and High Lake Lodge. If you're ever up in Alaska, go check my family out up there. Go catch you a big fish, kill you a moose. They're delicious.
I dig it, man. Now, how can people follow you on your journey? What are your social media outlets?
You can follow me on Instagram is the one I'm probably on the most these days just because it's the most convenient and it goes right over to my Facebook at Honeybear MMA. I'm on Twitter at Jake Heun. I gotta get some more damn Twitter followers because for some reason everybody cares about Twitter, but nobody uses Twitter. I don't know. Everybody's like, you don't got enough Twitter followers. Who the hell's on Twitter? So follow me on Twitter. I'm funny. I will say some shit to start your day off right.
Yeah, or you can just post a little video on Twitter too. It doesn't even have to be text. You can just post a little video, like a quick 30-second.
Yeah. I'm saying I'll just put up dick pics.
That will work too, I'm sure.
Did you follow me? Maybe not the right type.
You might get some unfollows that way too, though. So
I might. You're right. I might.
Well, Jake Heun, thank you so much for taking out the time. You're in Thailand right now, set to head to New York City, taking on Smealinho Rama at 205, not at the heavyweight division.
Not at heavyweight.
Madison Square Garden.
Hey, New Year's Eve, bro. There's going to be more than one set of fireworks. Thanks for the interview, brother. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Best of luck to you.
Hey, bro.
So there you have it. Jake Heun set to take on Smealinho Rama at World Series of Fighting 34 in New York City, New Year's Eve. Go check it out. In the meantime, you can read me over at bloodyelbow.com. Follow me on Twitter at @Mercado. And if you like this interview, subscribe to my channel right here and check out this interview or this interview and be a good person.